the core premise behind the business is that we donate a pair for every pair we sell.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
All of this week is an Oxford Independent takeover. Oxford Independent celebrating 10 years, a wonderful party with Rosie, having a tap social across the weekend. And all of this week, we're going to be speaking to fantastic indies from across the county. And next up, we're going to be catching up with Sarah Jordan from Y.O.U Underwear. Morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Rich.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Now, when we were sort of compiling sort of lists of people to talk to and conversations that we're going to have, and Rosie sort of put together a kind of an itinerary for me. Under Sarah, it just simply says, look, we're coming on to chat about Y.O.U Underwear and how changing your underwear can change the world. So no small feat, and look, just explain to people a little bit more about that sentiment, which is it's a fairly big one, but one that you stick true to.
It is, yeah. It's our simple mission, trying to change the world by changing your pants. It's basically, so the core premise behind the business is that we donate a pair for every pair we sell. We are trying to tackle period poverty. So when girls have their period, you need product, but you need underwear to put them in often. Mm-hmm. Yep. And a shockingly large number of people in the UK and globally don't have that. And once I discovered that, basically I wanted to do something about it by providing underwear. So we've got that really direct way of doing it. That's the main way that we're trying to change the world. Because it's a simple item. It's something that we put on, the first thing you put on in the morning, you just don't think about it. But the impact on education in particular, so health and hygiene is sort of a bit more obvious, I suppose. But if you don't have underwear, you can't go to school, you miss, that's potentially a week, a month, that's 25% of your education because you don't have a pair of pants. Once I discovered that, it was a bit of I can't unsee it almost. And then in researching, okay, if I'm going to provide underwear, how do you make it? What's that side of the manufacturing? And the fashion industry is notoriously bad, basically, is the polite word for it, for people, for planet, for pollution, kind of everything. And so I didn't want to be making it worse and contributing to those problems whilst trying to tackle something on the other end. So that's kind of expanded that mission in trying to change the world is trying to support people. So all our stuff is fair trade, trying to cut out some of the pollution in the crops and the fibers. So it's all organic. And then the imagery, the sizing, everything else that is so notorious, but so harmful in the fashion industry, we're trying to do something different. And it is changing. Yeah. Changing.
It is. But I mean, just listening to you there, Sarah, this is, you have the idea, of period poverty is a ridiculous notion in the UK as it is. I mean, when you even say those words, you just go, "Come on, literally, come on."
Well, exactly.
But actually, as soon as you have that idea, it really sounds like you went deep down into a rabbit hole of going, "Oh my days, okay, well, okay, we've got to do this right. We've got to try and start doing this right. That means we've got to do this. That means we've got to do this. That means we've got to do this." And I guess most fashion brands, they just go, "Oh, what's the cheapest and easiest way that we can do it?" As opposed to just kind of looking in and going, actually, is it right that it, we, I don't know, take it from China or what have you? You just using an example that's far away. Is it right that we should be doing something that's damaging the environment? All this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess you're still discovering ethical ways of doing things even now.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing. So my background is not in fashion or manufacture. I didn't know any of this. You just don't think about it. You you don't even think about the people. Well, you don't even realize that it is people that make our clothes. You sort of think it's far away, it's a machine or a robot or something, and it miraculously appears on the shelves and it's all good. The moment you unpick that, as you say, it is a rabbit hole. It's just every element can be really destructive or can be something you do differently. And I suppose the advantage of not knowing what I was doing is that I could ask those stupid questions and go, well, why do you do this? Why can't we do something different? Why do we have to cause so many problems? The drive, the sort of race to the bottom for the cheapest possible prices is a massive issue with all of it, because this is a much more expensive way of doing it. But it is what I think is the right way of doing it. Basically, you shouldn't be causing more problems. I suppose it goes back to my thing about, I think you should make a difference. Sustainability is everything. It sort of means everything and nothing at the same time. So as you say, once you unpick it, it's how you package the stuff, your printing, your banking, absolutely everything that you do. The deepest, widest rabbit hole I've ever discovered.
But on a sort of flip side, that your customers, the people that go into the cover market and go onto the fabulous website as well, and kind of buy that, you must be, people always want to do the right thing, and you have to believe that. even there's many examples of people not trying to do that, but people want to do the right thing. People want to, if they had a choice, they would want to do the right thing. And I guess your customers, that's their MO. That's their kind of going in there and going, okay, not only do we get a great product that looks wonderful and is great, it's also helping out as well. So it must be a nice kind of feeling as well from, even just on the shop floor, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the most, it's amazing. As you say, people do want to make a difference. And a lot of the same way, I didn't know, most people just don't know that, some of the problems. So when you give them, you've got to have a good product, because the story works for the first time. But if you don't have a good product that people are going to come back and buy and like and is comfortable, all the things that you want in a good pair of pants, basically, then you've got to have that. But when you do, and then you explain, all the kind of benefits of it, whether it is the fact that it's better for your skin because it's organic, and some people love that side of it, and they know about shopping fair trade for food or organic vegetables, and they kind of go, oh, I didn't know you could do that with cotton, and it's the same thing, and they really like that side of it. Whether it's the charitable model, the giving back, whether it's finding a size in a really nice, colourful design that they can't normally do because the high street stores are so limited. All of those things, it's such a good feeling, and it's really nice. It's one of the best bits of the job, is meeting customers who go, this has made me feel so special, so seen. They see the imagery. So we use real models. We use our customers in our advertising. So it's different sizes, different bodies, different shapes, real bodies with all of our imperfections, not just the super skinny models that you normally see. And people love it because it's like, this is me. This represents how I feel. I really appreciate somebody showing that. And it does. It makes, it's a really good feeling for customers, and it's a really good feeling for us when we do that.
It shouldn't be refreshing to see on the website, but it is. But it is, and it is a really nice thing to go, oh yeah, there's dad bods, there's bits that it's not perfect. We aren't perfect. So there we go. We must just shout, because we could talk all day, as we normally do, about a couple of things. We've got a new underwear donation target.
We have, oh my gosh, yes.
which involves scrambling around for numbers and what have you, and also just on that as well, we were going to catch up about awards as well, weren't we? In this conversation, I'll let you deal with whichever is available to you at the moment.
No, I know that it's not that I don't know it, it's that it's big. It's the problem.
That's good. It's a
good target. So when I started it, I set a target of donating 23,000 pairs by 2023. It was a little bit calculated, but it was also a nice round number.
Yep.
Made perfect sense. We hit that. We actually hit it early, which is amazing. And so I've gone from there, and I've gone, right, okay, we need another target, and it's now donating 100,000 pairs by 2027. So we've still got this year and next year, and I haven't said when in 27 because it is a big target. We're on just over 60 at the moment, so we're getting there. It's still going to be a stretch, but that's kind of the whole point. It's like, how can we make a bigger difference? So for every all the donations, we give at least 3 pairs. So we have a wear, wash, dry model. So that if we do that, that's hitting over 33,000 women, girls, people experiencing homelessness. So it's really having a big impact. So that's kind of why I've got that massive number. The nervous laugh was because it is quite a big number. But that's all good. So that's kind of what we've done in terms of targets. The awards. So we had, I won the Great British Businesswoman Award at the start of the year, which is amazing.
Congratulations, and richly deserved as well.
It was very well. I was up against some real big household names and people that I knew and really looked up to, and I was like, oh, there's no chance, but I'll go along, and won that one, which was absolutely amazing. And then last week, 2 weeks ago, we had the Green Growth Awards, which was sponsored by Small Business Britain and BT, about putting sustainability into your business, basically, and with a financial. So that had a £5,000 prize, which we didn't win, but it was really nice to go and see and meet other businesses who are also trying to do something different in a massive variety of industries. So yeah.
Oh,
it's good. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. And look, in the last sort of 10 minutes, you literally just have heard how changing your underwear can help change the world. It's simple, really. It really, really is. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to catch up.
No worries. Thank you so much, Rich.
Brilliant. So Sarah Jordan there from Y.O.U Underwear. Make sure you grab a pair. That's literally that's all I can say. Make sure you do. Super comfy.